I do is I will explain here, I will give my own method, I will give my own exercises, my own examples, okay? And then I can send you exercises and things like that, okay? Good. I will first introduce myself, okay? My name is spelled like this.
The pronunciation actually could be like this depending actually where you are, because
I am originally from Brazil, okay? And I studied Spanish from like 5 years old, okay? I had been in Chile and also in Argentina. And I was, how can I say, do you guys have any religion or something like that? No, I don't. Now I don't. But I used to go to a church in Brazil, and I used to work with people from Bolivia and people from Venezuela, like poor people, like from this kind of countries. You know, they immigrate to Brazil, so they were like a supportive community, something like that. So I used to work with them. I used to teach them and help them and support them. You know, so that's my mostly my experience. Okay, so if you want to call me in my native language, it would be like Tiago, but you can say Tiago because that's the most common pronunciation. Okay, so you can call me Tiago. Okay, and that's my last name. I don't care about the pronunciation because actually you can say Tang or Tang or I don't know with nasal sound or not. Okay, but that's my last name. Okay, it's about greetings. Okay, but like how can I greet this the really basic class? Okay, I need to let you know that what I was talking before, that we don't have just one kind of Spanish. Okay, we have because we have Spain, okay, and we have the whole American, okay, that can speak Spanish. So we have a lot of differences, okay. I can point a lot of differences, but what I'm giving you to is the most standard Spanish, okay. We don't have much time, so it's the most basic and standard with like less accent as possible, okay. But my accent is a little bit more Mexican or something like that, okay. I will tell you about what if I speak something like really different, I will let you know, okay. Oh, that's now the way that I can speak in Spain, okay. But yeah, in Spain it's maybe the most different Spanish, okay, because they remain, I say like the most traditional roots grammar, okay, so it's a little bit different, but yeah, mostly it's every country is 100% understandable. So if you learn Spanish from Spain, you can talk with anyone in Latin America, okay, and all the way around, okay. Good. So okay, we have here, this is our first thing that we're gonna teach and learn today. So this is saludos y despedidas, okay. I will give you the greetings at the same time that I'm giving you tips about pronunciation. And actually, this is not actually the class number 1, but I would say class number 0. Because not only I'm gonna teach you greetings, but also pronunciation and like things that you need to know for example, the way we conjugate verbs or the order of the sentence or things like gender and number that we have in Spanish, okay? That's maybe the most different thing between Spanish and Korean, okay? So, for example, I'm gonna write here. This is the most general greeting, okay? I will say one time and you can repeat after me, okay? So, first one is Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Okay. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Okay, that's really good, okay? What I need to let you know with using this example is, first, this is the most general greeting, okay? We don't have anything similar in Korean because you guys say just 안녕하세요, that's okay? But this is like, dia means day, okay? Dia means day. So, or maybe morning, okay? In this situation, it's morning. So I use this kind of greeting in the morning, okay? Okay. Tarde means ohu, okay? Means afternoon. So I use this kind of greeting in the afternoon, okay? And noche means evening or even night. So I need to say buenas noches in the evening or in the night, okay? When I can use this greeting? I probably you wouldn't say like this in daily conversations like with friends, okay? But this is a little bit more formal. So for example, you're gonna work there, right? So when you arrive in a place, you should say something like that to everyone, like Buenos días, Buenas tardes, Buenas noches, okay, when you're arriving or even when you're leaving, okay? So it's the same thing. So I'm arriving here, Buenos días, I'm leaving, Buenos días, it's okay, okay? Even this one, so when I'm arriving, meeting someone at night, in the evening, I can say Buenas noches, and also when we are going to leave into sleep, I can say Buenas noches, okay? So Buenas noches. I also can say something like 잘 자. I also can say something like that, but we don't need to know about that now, okay? It's a little more complicated grammar, okay? Good? So far it's okay? Okay, but you might notice this kind of thing. So I say nos and as, no, as here. So we have like this kind of thing. So this is really important. In Spanish, I have this thing that I call género. Okay? Maybe this class will not be hard, but a lot of information, okay? So if you're gonna like starting to get confused, you can let me know. Okay, for example, this letter here. I'm not going to teach you the alphabet today. This is not the most important thing now. But the letter G here, the pronunciation is G. It's like with like R, but a little more strong. So G, G, like something here, G. So this word is género. Género. Género, it means, I have two, in Spanish, I have two genders, okay? I have masculino y femenino, okay? It means male and female, okay? And I'm not talking about only people, okay? So I'm giving you another example, okay? And also, this word is ni, and this is like ña. The sound is like that I'm chewing something, okay? Niño. Niño. And this one is niña. It means a boy and a girl. Okay, niño and niña. So I have here, if I switch this letter, the last letter, it will change the gender, okay? But I'm not talking about only words like this, but every word in Spanish has gender. Every word. So a chair, a table, coffee, cell phone, every word. So if I need to say something like in Korean, this would be like 좋은 아침, something like that, okay? If I need to say something like that in Spanish, I need to conjugate. So, for example, día is masculine, okay? So I cannot say buena. I need to say bueno día, or even buen, but it is another thing, okay? Tarde is female, so I need to say buena tarde. I cannot say bueno tarde. It's weird because to connect these two words, just like this in Korean, I need to say buena tarde, and I need to conjugate with gender and número, number. Okay, so plural and singular. Okay, the same. Plural, singular. Okay, plural, singular. It means plural and singular. Okay, so I can say, for example, niños, niñas. Okay, so this is you. My advice is don't worry about this, but remember. Okay, if you commit any mistake, if you mistake the gender, it's okay. They know that you don't speak Spanish, so they will give this like free card, to allow you to make mistakes, but you need to know, okay? So día is masculine, but I have días, it's plural, so buenos días. I need to conjugate, like 좋은 아침, the same block, so buenos días, okay? Buenas tardes, buenas noches, okay? Because noche is also feminine. So this is the first thing that you may know about género y número. Okay? Número means number. This thing here, the pronunciation will change, okay? But here is just y. Género y número. Saludos y despedidas, okay? Saludos y despedidas. Y, just y, okay? So far, any questions?
What does E stands for?
This is and.
Um,
So it's how can I say that in
인사?
yes, both in insa. But this is saludos, this is when I meet someone, this is hi, and this is despedidas, is to say goodbye. Okay?
And is there any 규칙 for
No.
deciding masculino and feminine?
Mostly a for feminine and o for masculine. But I have a lot of words that doesn't end with a, or even words, for example, the word for problem is problema, but problema is masculine. So I have this kind of thing. And for example, just examples, don't worry about that, okay? For example, agua is water, okay? Is agua. Agua is feminine, okay? The article, just like in English, the, okay? In Spanish is el, la, los, las, okay? So, agua is feminine. So I should say the water, I should say la agua, right? But actually, it's el agua. And you can say me, oh, but why it's el agua? It's because it starts with vowel. Okay? So el agua sounds more natural than la agua, like twice, la agua, like this, okay? But the plural is las aguas, because I have an S, okay? So I can say las aguas, okay? Things like this will happen, but don't worry.
Can you count the water in Spain?
No, but you can say la, for example, las aguas del río, the waters of the river. I'm not counting, but I'm saying that kind of river, that kind of water. Okay, so it's a specific water, so I can say like that. Or maybe I'm not remember any name, like any place name, but I can say, like example, just guessing, okay? Las aguas de Santiago, let's say. So las aguas de Santiago, the waters from Santiago, like a place, something like that. It will happen, okay? Things like this. But don't worry, okay? Just remember that I need to conjugate. That's the name, okay? Okay. Can I erase this part here? Okay. Okay, so let's keep going with saludos y despedidas, okay? So this is the most important thing, okay, that you may know when you arrive at the place, or even when you're leaving, okay? And this is a little bit formal, as I said, so probably you wouldn't say this in too much casual conversations, okay? It's a little bit weird if you go with if you come with your friend, if you how can I say, with a gather with your friend and you say Buenos dias, it's a little bit weird. So it's if you say things more casual when you're going to meet your friends, okay? Like, for example, oh, and this, I have this in Spanish, okay? Again, don't worry about that because it doesn't affect anything in your pronunciation, okay? It's just about let you know when the exclamation starts and also when the interrogation, the question starts, okay? Okay. I can say this one. Hola.
Hola.
Okay? Really easy one. Hola. It means just hi. Okay, so you can say hola. Hola. So if you meet your friend, you can say hola. Okay. Good. And also, I can make this thing here a little bit more casual and say just buenas. Hola, buenas. It's a little more casual, okay? So again. Okay? I can say buenas. Okay? Questions so far? I think in the beginning, of course, we have a lot of ways to greet someone, more casual, more formal, but this is a basic, okay? And I need to know how to say how are you. But important thing to know is in Korean I don't ask how are you very often, right? But in Spanish I can ask you. It's really common. Even though there's no response, okay? I can ask. I would let me start here with the most casual one, okay? It's ¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal? Okay? ¿Qué tal means how are you doing? But again, this one is casual. So I can write here. Okay? We don't have these things in Spanish like too much formal or too much casual like in Korean. In Korean, I think we have more like different patterns, okay? But in Spanish, you can mix all of that, okay? But I have a formal version and a casual version, okay? And I can say ¿Qué tal? And maybe in the middle, there's a one. Okay, it's todo
Todo
bien.
bien.
Todo bien. And a good thing about Korean pronunciation is I need to say every letter in the beginning, okay? Like if you're going to study more, we can maybe do in a more natural way, but in the beginning you can say todo bien. I need to pronounce every letter, just like in Korean, okay? For example, if you're going to learn Portuguese or French, it will be harder because they don't pronounce the way it is written, okay? So todo bien, it means everything's okay. How are you? In a more not too formal, not too casual, okay? Todo bien. Todo bien. Okay. This one. ¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está
Usted. This D here, I need to say like, just like in Korea, like usted. I don't need to say ustedes. Usted. No, just usted. I need to close the tongue, okay? ¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está usted?
Okay, and now we're going to start learning a little bit more of like, how can I say that in imting in Korean? Okay, so like you, I, we, okay? And usted is you, but in a formal way, okay? Okay, this is the basic one, okay? The first one is for I, is yo. Yo. Okay? This one, depending on where you are, the pronunciation will be different. So if you say yo, it's okay. If you say yo, it's okay. If you say sho, it's okay. If you say yo, it's a little more in between, like yo and can you know the difference? If I say yo and yo, it's a little bit different, okay? So both are okay. You can say, depending where you are, you can say differently, okay? So it's, but in Spain, it's yo, okay? Yo. Yo means I. Okay? I write in Korean, just to practice my Korean, okay? And this one is tú. Tú means you. But this tú is informal. So I cannot say this tú for everyone, just for who I know. If I call my boss or something that I need to give more formality, the situation requires more formality, I cannot say tú for them. Maybe you can understand it because in Korean we have a lot of this. So tú is maybe like same people or maybe like a lower position, okay? Tú. It means you. Okay? And we have here él. This one is the same this double L here, the same pronunciation of this one, okay? So you can say, again, you can say ella, ella, okay? So let's keep with the ella, okay? Ella. So él, ella, usted. And you may use él is for third person, 3인칭, a man, okay? It's him. Okay. Ella is for a woman, okay? And usted is for you, but in a formal way. I don't know, how can I say that? I would say 당신, okay? Why I have tú here and usted here in the same block? Because this lines here is how I need to conjugate every verb. Okay? So I need to conjugate a verb the same way, él and usted. The verb is the same. Okay? I will let you know in a better way, a little bit further. Okay? But so far, different words, but the same conjugation. Okay? I need to conjugate the verb the same way. Nosotros is for we. Okay? And now I have the pronunciation of the letter V. And this is I think it's a gift for you guys, because the letter V is the same as the letter B. Just because most of Korean people cannot pronounce the letter V, right? They cannot say V, they say B, right? So it's vosotros, okay? It's a gift, okay? I would say like that, vosotros, okay? Some people would say it's different. Some people say it's. Can you notice the difference? For example, if I say bo and vo, it's a little bit different. Some people would say it's different, but actually, like in daily conversation, it's the same. Okay? Actually, there's a lot of words that is 100% the same. Okay? So don't worry about it. You can say just like the B. Just like, okay? Don't worry. Vosotros. It means you, but again, just like tú in a more informal context. Okay? Okay, can you guess how can I pronounce this one?
Ellos.
Ellos, ellas, ustedes. And in the beginning, it's really important to say every single word, okay? Every single sound, okay? So, ellos, ellas, ustedes, okay? And it's just like the plural. So it's... Let's go back to this one. ¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está usted?
You can just memorize like this, okay? As class number 1 or number 0, you can just memorize like this. ¿Cómo está usted? But I like to say, I like to know you that this is a verb. So that's why I need to conjugate as esta. Because if I can switch this usted for tú, for example, okay? I can switch this for tú. Instead of ¿Cómo está usted? Like in a formal way, I can say ¿Cómo estás tú? But I need to change the verb to. So for example, that's why I need to change the verb. For tú, I need an S here. So it's ¿Cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo está usted? Okay, good. For example, I can switch here for example, if I need to switch for ustedes, like you. So, for example, ¿Cómo están ustedes? So, you don't need to worry about this now, about conjugation now. We are going to see this like more further in later, okay? But I'm telling you now because you need to know that in Spanish, I need to conjugate not only nouns, but verbs, okay? For example, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo están ustedes? So, I need to change the end of the verb according to the subject. Okay, you need to know now. We're going to see this a little bit further, but it's really important. Okay, any questions so far? No, so let's recap. So I'm entering a place like a workplace. It is morning. It is in the morning, so I need to say
Buenos días.
But now let's say that's in the afternoon.
Buenas tardes.
Now it's night.
Buenas noches.
Okay, and I need to ask someone like in a formal way.
¿Cómo está usted?
Now it's like a friend.
¿Cómo estás tú?
And now maybe like my co-workers, everyone.
¿Cómo están ustedes?
Okay, but now I'm just asking someone that I know, but not too informal.
¿Todo bien?
Todo bien. And now I need to like just say hi.
Hola.
Or
Buenas.
and ¿qué tal? It's just like maybe what's up, like something like that, okay? And it's really common to combine everything. So for example, you can enter a place, you can say buenos dias for everyone, like a general greeting, okay? Buenos dias, and you can look at your friend and say, hola, ¿qué tal? Okay, buenos dias, hola, ¿qué tal? So it's really common to combine. You don't need to say just one. In Korean, you just say one, I think, from my perspective. But in Spanish, you can mix, okay? And again, we have other ways to say this, but this is the most important, okay? Any questions so far?
Like, do we ever say Buenos, like the second one there?
Buenas?
Buenas, right? So I thought that was for afternoon or evening.
This one?
Yeah.
No, this one just it's like a high version.
Oh, so like we don't ever say Buenos alone.
If you want to say this, if you say buenos dias, buenas